Hello, my dear IELTS friends. Through this video, I am going to discuss with you another most important area of IELTS exam, that is how to select a best institution for your IELTS registration. So as a IELTS lecturer or as a YouTuber, I don't have any rights to say this institute is best for your registration and this institute is bad for your registration and don't consider this institute for registration. I don't have any right to say like that. But I would like to tell you some important points you have to consider when you are selecting an institute for your IELTS registration. It is obvious that if you know about the number of institute you can select for the IELTS registration, if there is a cost difference between those centers for your registration, you may have a right to select the institute which provide registration at low cost. But it will happen very rare. The thing is, in generally, all the institute who are provide registration for the IELTS charging same rate, same rate. However, just forget that registration charges, but you should be smart enough to select the best institute for your IELTS registration. So what are the factors you have to consider when selecting an institute? That is the objective of this short video. As an example, the very important thing is, now when you are selecting an institute for your IELTS registration, you have to select the institute which provide better exam conditions for you. It means simply good examination hall. The examination hall should have good seating capacity. You should get a good chair. The chair should be comfortable. It should be a chair that having enough space to sit. Even you are a chubby person, you should have enough space in the chair. So that is very important. As well as your desk. The desk should have enough space to write your answers and all more comfortably. Otherwise, if you get a narrow chair and very narrow desk, sometimes it's very difficult to put your legs inside the desk. And you have to put one leg outside the desk and one leg inside the desk. Then it's very challenging to stay for 2, 3, 4 hours at IELTS kind of exam. Again, you have to think about that the institute which provides some good lecture hall with the good AC facilities and as well as having zero disturbances. Sometimes we can see in the lecture halls is there. So one side of the lecture hall there's a passage. So different people are walking here and there with their shoes and all, then talk sounds are coming. If so, that is not a good exam hall. So you have to ask from your friends and colleagues, so how about this center exam hall? How about this center exam hall? And take a correct decision. That is really important. Again, it is very much important the institute what you are going to register, they provide some kind of a very good sound system for your listening test. As an example, that if there are two sound systems, maybe open sound systems and like a sound system with some good high quality sophisticated headsets and all. So definitely you must select the organization or institute which provides such a good headsets and very solid sound system for you rather than open sound system. Why? The open sound system always not provide the better listening than this kind of a sound system with headsets and all. So that's one of the very important factor you have to consider. As well as when you are selecting your exam for the registration, it is very much important you have to see the institute having a very strong resource center. It means library. Why? If you have a free time, then you can visit that library and you can study for the IELTS maybe full day number of such a days using that great resources available in those resource centers. Then only you can understand that how people prepare for the IELTS. So I invite all my YouTube viewers that if you register for the IELTS, minimum 2-3 days, you go to the resource centers of that institute and sit there and do your studies. Then only you will get the real energy and real feeling of the IELTS exam. So that is very much important. So the center you are going to register having such a resource center is very much important factor to consider that your registration. Again, another very important thing is the institute which provides some updated learning materials to you. Not like 5, 6 years, 10 years old IELTS books, or maybe just provide Cambridge book series for the sake of providing. Not like that. The center should provide some kind of a good learning materials to you at the point of your registration. That is the kind of a study pack you get at the very beginning of your registration. Think about that also. That is really, really important. And very importantly, when you are selecting your center, it is really, really important you have to see that that institute in generally invite you for the IELTS speaking test after your main test. Main test means listening, reading, writing test. If that your institute invite as a practice for your speaking test after main test, you have a great advantage to make a good preparation for your main test by just ignoring the speaking test and finish your main test and focus your speaking test and get a good band score. So if the institute give that option very clearly for their student, I think that's also one of the good criteria to determine that that's the best institute you have to register for the IELTS exam. But some students, there's opinion among the society that this institute very tough, their invigilators are very tough, but that institute having some relaxation and you don't have tough invigilators. But I think those are nothing. Don't focus on that. If an organization or institute is tough or they are very professional, so that is the place you have to select it for your registration rather than looking at some narrow advantages. So I think you got some points for your IELTS registration. So good luck for your IELTS dream in year 2023. Thank you very much for watching my videos, and please visit my Win IELTS YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video.